For a first down and 10. Vick operating on first down. He's going to walk. A big play there. 42 yards. Vick, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Vick. He shakes, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Dante Fowler able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down, Vick. He may try and run for this. And it's a touchdown. Michael Vick, a 21-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the... The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing on third. Goff. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the... So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Goff on first down. And this will be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air. Goff on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it'll bring up third down.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on. They'll throw again. Here's Vick. This is caught inside the 15. A very solid gain of 27. Vick now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And this will be a touchdown. Michael Vick, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now it's gone. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up first and goal. Goff. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, Goff. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And some felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
This is caught inside the 15. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's first and goal. And a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. Flushed out. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On second down, here's Goff. Now a desperation throw, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Anderson's kick is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando, getting you set for this edition of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Steelers, they're ready to rock on 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Roethlisberger will hand to Conner. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's Conner. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends, because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now
here's Conner. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Here we go.
Conner. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. And oh, it's blocked. And all the defense has it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
they can get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
On first down, Elway. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And what a big-time play. There, 42 yards. Throwing now, Elway on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to loft one deep left side. And it's caught. Touchdown. Franco Harris, 34 yards. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Anderson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be... And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit. but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Oh, twisting away. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Vic goes play action. Going for the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! Franco Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to strike for 6. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Anderson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take